So here we are in week 3. We're at Gortagown Cottage, which is in Sneem, County Kerry, Ireland. Now this is actually quite a bipolar cottage because it looks quite different around the back. I mean, you might think that this is actually the front, and I guess it is, but people treat it like it's the back. Now if we have a walk around, I'll show you what I mean. As you can see, we're in quite a rural place, surrounded by farmland. I've seen quite a few hares around here and some foxes. You can see it looks similar at the side, but as we go towards the back, it kind of looks like a different cottage. And what's strange is some people often use this as the front door. Even though it's the back door, people use it as the front door. The electricians used it as the front door. The owner used it as the front door, and I use it as the front door as well. And here's the back with the boiler room there. And it has an awesome view of mountains in the distance. Oh, strangely, there were no cows today, but usually there are cows right here. So let's have a look inside. So here we have the kitchen. It's quite a basic kitchen, but it does have lots of new appliances, including a very nice new washing machine. I think at least one viewer will recognise this model. There's a gas cooker that's powered by a gas bottle outside. And we even have a dryer machine here, a clothes dryer, which you don't find in many cottages. Boo! One of those horrible cheap microwaves, but at least I have a microwave. Now there are not many sockets here, as you can see. All of them are occupied by appliances, and the only other 2 sockets are here. And that one on the right is for the water pump. So if you want to charge your phone, you'll have to charge it elsewhere. Now in this room, there's a toilet and shower area. So let's head into the living room. Now this is a nice cosy room. And you've got a fireplace there, open plan staircase, and a dining room table, which has an awesome view of the mountains I just showed earlier. Very nice. Now one issue I have is, look at that tiny TV there. Just look at the size of that and how awkward it's placed on the wall. It's quite brutal. So when you're sitting here, that's the only way you can get a decent direct view of it. But one nice thing is they have a decent radio. Yes, it's an old one from the 90s, a radio cassette machine, but it has decent bass and very good reception around here, despite being in the middle of the countryside.
Greatrewilding.ie. Keelings love to grow.
And look, the antenna's broken, and yet it still has strong reception, so that's quite surprising given how out in the countryside we are. And not many cottages have radios these days, so that's nice to have. One of the stations I like is 2FM. That's a great station. They don't play too many ads. Now what's strange and what makes this cottage bipolar is that what I've just shown you as the living room, well, look at this. Now what might you say is this room? Is this the second living room? Or lounge, as some people call it? And this has a very, very musty smell. It's strong musty smell. And you don't get a decent view really apart from in the garden. And all you can really do in here is read books because there's nothing else. You can see when you sit on the sofa, you just get a view of this blank wall. Now I think this would be a great place for a large screen TV, but it's not a particularly cosy room. It's very, very cold and damp, and this laminate flooring doesn't help. Yes. So it's a bit strange this, you have 2 living rooms. And I don't see the point of this room because you're not going to sit in here anyway, you'd sit out here, which is a much cosier room with a carpet. So let's have a look upstairs. And this is with a very good deal actually. I got this on Sykes for $220 for the week. Now that was with a £40 discount, but still even at $260 it's a very good deal. This is the bathroom. Standard stuff with a bath, an actual real bath. And 2 bedrooms. Here's the twin room. And the master bedroom. Which, as you can see, I've already blacked out the windows so I can sleep better at night. Now these are very cosy rooms. Despite being very spacious, they're actually cosy. And they retain the heat well at night. And it's very quiet, so you can leave the windows open and not worry about noise waking you up in the morning. And these stairs are quite brittle though. You have to be very careful not to bang your head here. Quite a low clearance. And so that's Gortagown Cottage. Now there is one thing to bear in mind. Wi-Fi is not included here. There's no Wi-Fi router, but I'm pleased to report that 3, which is an excellent network, very solid performance here. The unlimited data for €20. It's a very good. I'd recommend this very highly. 3. So you don't really need Wi-Fi when you've got this. It's been working very well throughout the weeks that I've been in Ireland, and I'd highly recommend 3 if you want mobile data. So that's Gortagown Cottage.